Okay, we really want to take the Valiant. We don't want to take this old car. Look at this. There's just some kind of bugs eating the tires. And it's like, why would you want to take this?
I'm Kim from Kim Fixes Things. I'm here today to show you my 66 Dart and tell you why you should vote for it for us to bring to No Name Nationals. You can find the poll to vote on the Buff Del Campo channel. First of all, it's a Dodge.
And then something happened here.
Second of all, it's a Dart.
And a woman driver, really?
It's got 4 doors, which is better than 2, right?
The door doesn't open. You have to crawl in through the window, and the seat's all rotten.
It has a cool emblem. It's got 60s styling.
What is that?
The 66 has 1 year only grille and headlight configuration.
Vote for the Valiant. Vote for the 72, my car, the new one.
Under the hood, it's packing a 225 slant 6, which has 110 horsepower, which is not a lot.
It'll rock some kind of funny looking air cleaner.
It has a 1-barrel aspirated 225 slant 6.
You know, really, that's got a fresh 6-cylinder in it that we put together, and we know it's all new parts.
More than enough to get to Sikeston and down the track.
Aluminum radiator doesn't belong in there. I don't understand that.
Who doesn't love a slant 6?
This is like 1966. Some people in a factory in 1966 put that together. It's got 1 million miles on it.
After all the years of hard work, this old girl deserves to get to the track and show her stripes.
Mosquitoes are biting.
This car has manual steering, which robs less horsepower, making it a little quicker off the line.
I don't know, one new part. Yeah, I don't know about this.
My Dart has custom upgraded electronic Mopar ignition system, which will give it precise timing to make sure it's running at its peak performance.
The vote, they changed it. It's now in the posts section of our channel. They used to call it something else. Now it's posts. In there you'll find polls, and the newest poll in there is asking which car we should take, and of course we should take the Valiant.
This 66 also has these amazing scallops on the fenders with lines that follow the car the whole way down. It's artistic, it's beautiful, everyone will love it.
Got a 4-door end under a Dodge? I don't know, I don't get it. Why would you want to drive this?
I've recently upgraded the rear end of this Dart to 345 gear ratio, which will also make it a little bit quicker off the line, which is more exciting. Look at these great chrome-esque trim accents. Beautiful. Who wouldn't want to see that? The rear of this Dart is on the back end of it. Who doesn't love that? It's also got Dodge written on it in script lettering, which is, you know, fancy.
Funny looking taillights and little fins like a 50s car. Nah, we don't want to take this thing.
Has a trunk. There's a floor in the trunk, which is, you know, most cars have, and it does. A 66 Dart has a bench seat. This one has been well worn, recovered, and well worn again. We might throw a blanket over it, I think, before we take it to a car show, but the cards and the handles and everything are here. The dash pad has been removed to be repaired, and so have the vents, so it's a little bit bare. But it's got 3 pedals on the floor. That's right. This here's a 3 on the tree, which makes for an interesting contest at the racetrack. Look at that sleek 60s styling. And the back, well, it's back there. The car has lots of style, lots of charm, and it's very solid. A lot of people would enjoy seeing it, and I know I would enjoy driving it. Before we can take it to Sikeston, it needs a good shakedown. It has hardly been driven since repairs have been done, and it was sitting for quite some time. But we have driven it, and I think with a set of tires, it It could be a going-to-town rig already.
This is my 72 Valiant. This is the one you need to vote for to go to the No Name Nationals, because it's the newer car.
It's got primer and rough bodywork. Ew!
The 66 is old. This is a much newer late model car.
Nobody cares that we rebuilt the entire engine, put a Super 6 and a performance camshaft in it. No one's interested in that. Why would you even want to see that? Don't vote for this car.
You know, it has a yellow wheel, although probably make that the right color yellow.
This is just some old clown car. Look, I painted that tire yellow.
It's a slant 6 that we rebuilt. It's got a newer engine in it, so it's likely to do.
It's not sleek early 70s styling. Who even likes that kind of thing?
I don't remember how to open this.
It's got 4 doors. Ew. I took the emblem off the front and never put it back on. And if I bring it to No Name Nationals, it'll probably still not be on there because I lost it somewhere in a bucket of parts and it was broken. So you won't even get to see fancy emblems on a car like this.
See? The water pump leaks. I've got a new water pump to put on there.
Under the hood, this car has a super 225 slant 6 with an RV cam. Nobody wants to see that go down the track. Weak. It probably only has like 125 horsepower depending on what methodology you use to measure.
This engine, we built this engine. It was a real piece of junk. It was all different parts, but we honed the cylinders, put new pistons in it, re-ringed it. I mean, this is ready to go. New radiator. This thing's ready to go, and it's probably the better of the two cars. Oh, it's an automatic, which will shift a little quicker. It's a really nice automatic.
It won't even be any faster than a Dodge Dart.
Shifts real well. No stupid 3-speed on the column like the other car.
It has points. It doesn't even have electronic ignition. Points.
We got the HRA sticker in the window already. It just isn't stuck on the window.
Some fool cleaned and remanufactured the entire engine from itsy tiny pieces to get it to this point.
And it drives. It drives. I've driven it.
They didn't even paint it that nice. It's just refurbished.
Oh yeah, we rebuilt the suspension on this side. Got to finish up rebuilding the suspension on the drinker side. The designated driver side is already finished, so it's almost there. We got to get that done, but we'll do that before we go.
It's got power steering. Like, what kind of poser has power steering on a car they're going to take to the track?
And no broken windows.
There's nothing about this car that's all that original or survivor-like. It's just an old car that somebody refurbished.
The lights all work. We refurbished this so that every light works correctly. And they're bright.
You don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Don't vote for this car for No Name Nationals.
Oh, it's all dirty in there right now. We'll clean it up. But it's got seats out of a later model Chrysler product. They are Chrysler seats. They're just much newer. They're for like 2015 or something.
I mean, I think I should just say ooh a lot and you'll associate it with this car and then therefore not vote for it.
No more old rough looking bench seat in there. The bench seat was pretty bad.
The car has a Ford carburetor. That's blasphemy.
And I got to put the dash pad back on.
The car doesn't even have that good of lines compared to something like, say, a 66.
Oh, the other thing is, up here now it's got a voltmeter instead of an ammeter. Much, much safer thing to have in the car.
There aren't even floor mats. It's just metal.
The reason we need to take this car is because we've already rebuilt the front end on one side. We've got to rebuild the front end on the other side. And that's not too much work to do.
And there's no third pedal. It's like a 904 automatic. It's probably easy to drive and convenient. What kind of race car is that?
A lot of it's already done. Like the gas tank's been out, and it was somebody replaced that gas tank. We cleaned the inside of it, put it back in. All the fuel system works right, and I got confidence in it. It will be able to drive it right there without any problem.
It does not have a dash pad because it burned up in the Tennessee sun, so there's no dash pad to even see. I mean, that's like 10 points out of 100 right there.
You know, old cars, a lot of times the fuel system's what get them stuck. This isn't going to get stuck for that.
Probably have to replace the tires on this car. And who wants to replace the tires on an old car?
We are going to have to put a set of tires on it, but again, that's doable. Yeah, this is the car to take.
These side marker lights aren't even original. They came from Mexico.
New side marker lenses, because they were all broken, and we got those from Mexican spec.
The rear of this car is just back here. It's not even doing that.
And a new deck lid, because the deck lid, of course, a bird maybe pooed on it, but we'll clean the bird business up.
The AAA sticker is so faded and it's expired.
But this was all smashed in, and now it's perfect.
The spoiler's gone.
Yeah, and repainted it, same color as the car. Some of this paint on the original paint's probably a little rough.
You don't like any of that. You don't. You hate it. You don't want to see it at No Name Nationals this year. Vote for the 66 start. Don't forget. Do it now.
We can race it like this.
It's actually in remarkably good condition, body-wise. There's little marks and things over it, but it's worth looking at. It's sort of a survivor car, which is. Some people really like that kind of thing, and if you do like that kind of thing, this is the kind of car that you should vote for to go to the No Name Nationals this year.